What's up, guys? What a beautiful day it is, and what a bad hair day it is. It's day 15 of this 8-week muscle building video trainer. We're going to be hitting back today, and we're also going to be hitting calves, and with a little twist, we're going to be implementing giant sets. Now, giant sets is something that I've included within my training over the past 20 years, on and off. I think it's really good to shock the system. It provides another stress, an essential nervous system stress upon the body, which is a great adaptation for muscle growth and for your fitness levels, because when you're going from one exercise to another without any rest, 3 exercises in a row, especially if they're compound or heavy movements on a larger muscle group such as back, as we're going to be doing today, it really does test not only your anaerobic capabilities but your aerobic capabilities. So just to break that down quickly, a giant set is 3 exercises back to back with no rest. Then we take a rest. So it's like a mini circuit, if you will. So over the weekend, you went higher in fats on the Saturday to really improve that hormonal response, get the testosterone pumping, get your blood pumping, and get in your brain focused. Then yesterday, you would have fasted. Remember, it's a 16-hour fast. So let's say if you didn't eat like after 8 o'clock in the evening, you count 16 hours from then until you break that fast. Now, when I break my fast, I personally like to have raw vegetables, cooked vegetables, then my protein, then my fats, okay? And remember, drink plenty of water during this time. This is your detoxifying phase where you should be basically, taking a lot of strain away from your digestive system, digesting the rest of that undigested protein from the days prior, making sure that you allow yourself time to think about this is another form of discipline that you're incorporated into your life that's going to have a transcendent effect into other areas of your life, okay? So, you will be hungry, but embrace that. You're not going to die. You're not starving. It's okay. You can do that. And then you would have done your double cardio over the weekend, the HIIT cardio in the morning and your steady state cardio in the evening. So what I'm going to do now is focus in this workout, because this is going to be a tough one. Remember, you only have how many more weeks? 5 more weeks. After this week, 5 more weeks to completely change the shape of your body. Now, don't get frustrated if you look at your physique and think, God, I haven't changed much yet. You are packing on muscle. You're not losing fat yet. You're packing on muscle, okay? So if you've just got a thin layer of fat over the top of that, it's going to shade a lot of that. Your body will start responding more and more and more as the weeks progress, okay? There is change happening there if you are following the supplement program exact, following the nutrition and cardio plan exact, and your weight training program exact, okay? Don't mix and match. Don't think you can do a keto diet or a different sort of workout with this diet, et cetera, et cetera. It has to be exact. It works synergistically, much like a 3-legged stool. All 3 legs have to be the same height or it's gonna topple over, all right? So I had my pre-caged. I personally like to split up the dosages of my Ferrodrox, my testosterone booster. You can have both capsules in the morning. Me, personally, I like to have one in the morning, and if I'm training around midday, I will take the other one around midday, which is now, okay? Otherwise, if I'm training first thing in the morning, I take both of them first thing in the morning. Or if I'm training once in the morning, once in the evening, I'll take one in the morning, then one in the evening. But however, I always take one as soon as I wake up, with a little bit of food, and then I'll have one again just before my workout. So I'm gonna have the Ferrodrox, make sure that my testosterone levels are regulated, okay? And start having my in-caged and staying hydrated throughout this entire workout, because it's gonna be a tough one and we gotta follow our back up with carbs. Wow, that was a golden day of grotesque training. And you're gonna have to really pull yourself through the mud sometimes to come out clean on the other side. And we got down and dirty in that workout. So we begun with, obviously everything was a giant set, as is everything going to be this week. We did rest pause in the first week, to really find that failure point. And then after that, we did drop sets to find something past your conventional failure points. And this time, giant sets, really targeting that cardiovascular system, hitting both the fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers again, which I like to specialize in. So we started off with 3 back-to-back exercises in our first giant set, being the deadlift, the granddaddy of all back exercises. So when we did the deadlift to begin with, we were going all the way down to the floor, making sure that we were bending the legs and really targeting on the lower, middle, and upper back. So we squeeze the traps together when we come to the top, but we don't stop there. We don't pause. And then straight from there, we went on to the bent over row, supported with our chest on a bench, because what we wanted to do is get rid of all lower back tension and activation as possible. So you'll notice that I had my elbows out slightly, not back to really target the lats, out slightly to target more the traps, rowing up, squeezing the shoulder blades, rounding the shoulder blades at the bottom, but no need to completely straighten the arm because we don't want to activate the biceps too much. So loosen the grips a little bit, rely upon your straps, and work the back, get that contraction. And then when we finished there, we went straight back to the barbell. I used the same weight as I did on the deadlifts, and we did shrugs there. So when I'm doing shrugs, I'm really trying to bring my shoulders up towards my ears. I try not to stop at the bottom, go straight back up, again to keep constant tension applied. And I rested for about 2.5 minutes between each one of these sets. You're gonna get out of breath. It is really gonna work your cardiovascular system. It feels both anaerobic and aerobic. So once we've done that, 3 exercises back to back for 3 sets, then we went on to our next giant set. So we started off with chins. If you cannot do chins, then you'll either have to do a wide grip lat pull down or an assisted chin, or if you have a spot, because you can only get like 7 or 8 repetitions out. I had my girlfriend give me a spot for the last few repetitions because there's no way I would have got to 10 otherwise. Then I went straight onto the reverse grip pull downs. When I was doing the reverse grip pull down, you'll notice I was coming back slightly and popping up the chest just to really get a good contraction. Then we finished off that giant set with a cable row, okay, with a neutral grip to really work the lats and the traps again, okay? But what I noticed is that my forearms at this time was really getting pumped. I was losing my grip, so I had to lighten the weight. And that was it. And even though these are cables, you're gonna get out of breath. So that was back done. Then we moved on to carbs, emphasizing the soleus. So we did 50 repetitions on the first set at a light weight. Again, this is to failure. Even though it'll act like a warm-up, you should be taking that warm-up, quote unquote, to absolute failure. Then rested for about 40 seconds, increased the weight, and did 40 repetitions. And then increased the weight again, and did 30, and then 20, and then 10. What you'll notice, when you're at the very higher rep scheme, you'll only need to make slight adjustments with the weight, because it's like 50 to 40, not much difference when it comes to your slow twitch muscle fibers. However, when you're going from say 20 to 10, that's a big jump. That's a massive jump. So you'll notice that you'll have to put on a lot of weight from what you did from 30 to 20 to 10. And then we were done, we were cooked, we were completed. So this is a real good time for you to focus on your recovery, because we are absolutely annihilating ourselves in the gym. We are breaking down muscle tissue. That's why we are sore the next day, because we have torn little muscle fibers in our body. And they're gonna be sore. It's scar tissue, so you have to recover. Not only that, we're building up a lot of free radical damage, so that's why it's important that you get a lot of antioxidants in you. And we're building up a lot of cortisol. That's why it's very important that you keep your cortisol levels down as much as possible and completely recover before tomorrow. You shouldn't be coming in here tomorrow with high cortisol levels, free radical damage, and not being completely recovered. So I'm gonna have the recage now. There we go. Oh, shit. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of cardio, same as last week. You're gonna do 15 minutes, and we're gonna do 4 minutes, same as before, 4 minutes easy. Then we're gonna increase that intensity, for 1 minute, bring it back down, 4 minutes, increase it for 1, and then repeat that again. So we're going to do that 3 times in total, okay? And that is it. Cardio is done for today. And mainly that cardio is there to improve your fitness, make sure that your heart strength is good, and to make sure that we recover as efficiently and as fast as possible.